Hi, welcome to Project Overland. I'm Project, and yeah, I'm going overland eventually. Thank you for those people that have stuck it out for a year expecting to see a truck. There's no truck really in this one. So I forgive you if you kind of turned off at this point. Don't. Stay with me because it's going to be interesting. There's some stuff that's going to be worth looking at. But I would forgive you if you went, more trucks coming. Once a truck arrives, you'll have more truck than you'll be fed up with truck. You'll be saying, do you know what, Project? I'd rather hear more about your shenanigans than the truck. Show me your shenanigans, right? But right now, it's just it's just little old me, and my little credit card of spending in the bits that I've been getting. So crazy bits, which include things like green masking tape. More about that later. Ta-da! Check out the size of that! That isn't perspective, that's actually how big it is. Right, that is the biggest, I think it's the biggest top of the range one. What's the point of buying that? Well, basically it's a cordless wrench. It's for undoing nuts. And the thing about that particular product is, so for those of you who want to know, it's an M18 fuel. And the important note on this is 1,898 Newton meters of nut-busting torque. So basically, it can undo the nuts on Rosie, the wheel nuts. So I don't have to sit there with a spanner. So you've got to torque them up, but with the torque wrench. But you can whip them off, and there's 10 to do. So it's like, you're going to be there forever. So one of those, perfect. It was in a sale. So kudos, top tip, thanks to Global Traces, Dave at Global Traces for tipping me off to that. You can find, I'll put at Global Traces in the description below, so you can go and have a look at them. So in the tradition of hats, I've got a new hat on. This is another brand new hat that I never wore, and I'm not 100% sure about it. I don't think it's me. I got it when I bought a Porsche, and I no longer have the Porsche. And as much as I like the Martini Racing because it's from my era, I don't think this is me. So if you own a Porsche or you're into Martini Racing, and you fancy a free hat, I've only worn it now for, I don't know, 9 minutes tops. So if you want a brand new, genuine Porsche hat, it's got Porsche label in it and everything, drop me a note in the comments below as to why you should have it, and I'll post it out to you. So yeah, from me to you, thanks for your support. The winner of the Ruag Baseball Cap is coming up now, about there, if I can fit it on the window. So drop me in your details, and I'll post that one to you. Other things what I have been buying: coloured masking tape. Why, Project? I hear you ask. Are you buying coloured masking tape? Well, if you remember from the previous one, effectively what I'm going to end up receiving is an empty white box mounted on a truck. It's going to look lovely on the outside, but the interior is white and plain and nothing in it. Now, I've given them the plans, but the plans obviously can alter slightly. So the masking tape, coloured, is to mark out the various points on the truck as to where I think everything is going to sit, and then check it's going to work, and then look at the layout, and then if it's not going to work, alter it slightly. Now, I'm not talking about altering it massively, because I can't, because the windows are in. So it's not like I can suddenly decide that the bathroom's not going to be there, it's going to be on the other side, because I can't. However, I can move a bathroom wall by 6 inches, you know, depending one way or the other, depending what I need, if I need more at one end or another. Do you see what I mean? So that's what that's for. And because just any old Sharpie pen won't work, I bought a Milwaukee branded Sharpie pen with my power tool. So what am I like? Yeah, just a 99p Sharpie wouldn't work. It's got to be a £3 Milwaukee one. So that's that. So that's what I've been shopping with, really. That's what I've been buying. We're close, but we're still not there. I was looking to get the truck at the end of January. It's not going to be that, so hopefully it'll be soon after. Still haven't found a workshop yet. Found storage, so I've got plenty. I've got places to park it, which is one less worry. So that's okay. Oh, I've insured it now. For those of you out there that are trying, so this applies to the UK only, and of course everybody's insurance is different. So individuals, your driving history, the cars you have, where you live, postcode, everything is different. So the insurers look at that without risk basis. But I'll let you know so that you've got a benchmark. I've insured Rosie for £60,000, and it's cost me 700 and something, 700, I want to say 760, but then I'm thinking 60,000, 760, I might be wrong. But yeah, close to that for the year. So that's fully comp, 5,000 miles as a motorhome, converted truck motorhome, EU cover, blah de blah, road risk. So it's not bad really, considering that, you know, that's a lot of money and a big truck. Those trucking Celts, love those two, and they are out in a DAF, and they're down in south of France at the moment. So hi to them. But they stopped off in Carcassonne, which is one of the places that I've wanted to go to. Never been, and I thought, oh, I'll mention this now. So I have a interest in castles, and we've got quite a few in Britain, but there's loads in France, and a lot of them are obviously they're on borders, especially borders where, and a lot of people don't realise, but England used to own a bit of France at one point, and we are talking like 800 years ago. So it's long in the history, but you can understand why France and England can sometimes butt heads a little bit, because like France is like, you know, France came over to took Britain, killed the king, took Britain, fair enough. And then we got our own back by going down there and giving them a bit of a kicking and stealing half the land. So there's been a bit of a kind of to-ing and fro-in for the last 1,000 years. So there were several castles down there. There were quite a few castles down there that were actually held by the Brits for quite a long time, the English for quite a long time. And I'm fascinated by that. And I'm fascinated by the kind of these castles that are on the Pyrenees borders and stuff. So the reason why I mention this is, in a very long-winded and kind of roundabout bound kind of like way, if you've been in that area and been to visit some of these castles and you've got tips, do put them in the comments below. Do let me know, and let me know what the ones that are worth visiting and the ones that aren't, because you know, part of the whole travelling thing is just having that experience of just mooching about, but part of it is kind of like knowing where to go and where not to go. It's like that, you know, don't spend 2 hours trying to trek up this tiny track to get to this thing, because it isn't worth it. So castles, and also if you, I'm also interested in battlefields. And if you're interested in that, if you've got a thing of it, just let me know again in the comments. Drop me a line saying, do you know what project? I too am interested in battlefields. I'm pretty much any of them. I've toured the Normandy beaches, and I've toured a few of the done a lot of the English Civil War battlefields in Britain. If you've got any of the battlefield sites that you think I should be doing, in particular, I'm interested in fortifications. So anything like the Maginot Line or the mountain fortifications between Austria and Italy, that kind of stuff fascinates me. Thanks very much. Catch you later on the next episode of Project Overland.